Yeah, I guess like I'm a little evil or whatever. By the way, welcome. There's a new pack apparently. Can I view the pack? I can. Now, can I just tell you something? I'm not trying to be toxic. I'm turning over a new leaf. Hey, Fishy Hat. Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. I'm going to take that as an endorsement of me becoming a nice guy now. Just kind of like a good lad. This is my personal thing. Team Wood, and this is just me as a Don Norman acolyte, the design of everyday things. I don't like a gray button, because to me, a gray button is like, to me and only me, I'm not saying that this applies to everybody, but to me and only me, a gray button means a disabled button. I can't click on it. This is not an activated button, but then when I click on it, I see that it's activated. That's okay. Now I'm going to do the sandwich method. It's a great game. I wouldn't use a gray button, but you did a great job with this orange scroll bar. I mean, look at that. You know exactly where we are here. Well, we'll figure out the animals once we get in here. I saw a cockroach. That's all I need to see. Now, I'm going to go to the arena mode. You can see this shop, and then I'm going to start the casino. So it's going to take a couple seconds here because I got to go. How many wins will NL get in this time? 0 to 1, 2, 3, 4. You must provide an outcome. Yes, I know. I hit tab too many times. That's on me. This will be a 4. This will be a 5. This will be a 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be a 10. Hey, Hazalia. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions as well. Everybody's stoked after Victoria Day, the most important holiday on the calendar. I know what you're going to ask. You're going to say, NL, did you grill? You know I grilled. You know I got some lamb kofta, grilled up those skewers, blistered some red peppers on the grill. You know I made some baked potatoes right on the grill. You know I made some asparagus wrapped in foil on the grill. And then, yesterday, I got some sausages. I got some beef sausages. I got some elk sausages. I don't even remember what the third kind is. It's probably just a normal meat like pig or something like that. I might grill them up tonight. Wait, anybody out here live in the Fraser Valley? We finally, after a 6-month-long winter, which means that it just rains, it's beautiful. It's like the summer came. It's summertime and the living is easy, as many people have said. Now hold on. We're gonna buy a duck. I forgot cookies existed. Hey, Lightfellow FGC, thank you as well. Thank you. We're gonna buff this duck. Let's hit the parking lot so I can buff your duck. We're gonna run a rare 2-squad here with a 4-5 duck. I love it. And you know what? How about the skilled tools? Hey NL, I made a Twitter just to read your inspirational tweets. Did you like the one that said he's named Richard Scary, but his stories are anything but? I will take a ladybug and a food. 1 win is already great here. You know what? We freeze this. We're going to run a 4-squad, but it's a solid 4-squad. It's a tight 5. I didn't click the heart, but I did like it. I respect that. There's nothing wrong with that. I liked it the first time. Well, you should have liked it harder the first time because it did not hit. As a result of it not hitting, I had to make the tweet again. And then it actually hit worse the second time. So get ready because you're going to see that tweet like once a month for the next 5 years until it gets to like 15,000 likes and I become the main character of Twitter for a day. What do you think, man? What do you think? You think you dog it up here? It is there's some heuristics in this game. One of them is if you get a dog on round 3, you always take it. It's just a consistent scaler, so let's do that. Now, I don't really care what you buff. I'm just happy you're here. We're just 2 lost souls swimming in a fish bowl or whatever, year after year. Feel like well, maybe we don't need a croissant, actually. Ooh, I don't think we need you, though. I guess in hindsight, probably better to put your otter on top of the existing otter. You lose the dog buff, but you get 2-2 instead of 1-1 and 1 stat point. It's not a huge deal, but it's enough to matter. Don't even get me started, okay, on Justin's absolutely psychotic music tier list. For anybody that missed it, I think it was Friday night, Justin did a tier list where he ranked I don't know, probably like 150 popular bands, is it took like 9 hours for one. But there was just when I joined the stream, the Beatles were in the bottom tier, and Joan Jett was like the highest ranked artist. And I was like, what the hell's going on? And then it just got worse. Like he listened to the Lumineers, like a Hey Ho, and I was like, this is going to be Justin's least favorite song of all time. And then he put it above the Beatles. But then later, after he got bullied enough, he moved the Beatles from god awful, like the bottom tier, to, I think, just bad. He moved them to, he moved the Lumineers and the Beatles to the same tier. And I was like, well, I'm still pissed, don't get me wrong. Because that's insane. But at least it's not as crazy, I suppose. You know what? Just go ahead, man. What the? Oh, 2-1-1s. That's right. It's still fine. I don't even want you, man. How come you don't want me, man? Because he's ass. It's that simple. No, I don't think Justin has horrible taste in music. I think Justin and I have a lot of similarities in our music taste. That makes the differences that much more striking. Like Justin and I, we could talk about Built to Spill for hours. I could also eat a peach for hours. But there's just things that are like when he had Godspeed You Black Emperor up at the top. Okay, I was like, great stuff. He had Neutral Milk Hotel up at the top. I was like, that's fantastic. He had Modest Mouse up there and talk shit about the stuff that they made since 2004. I was like, we're on the same page. But then he's like, you know what? You know who's up there in the Godspeed You Black Emperor tier? Joan Jett. And then when he was talking about the Beatles, I was like dying. He was like, they have the first like 4 years of their career where they just have boring songs like I Want to Hold Your Hand. And I was like, you know what? That's pretty true. And then he was like, then they started taking LSD and all those songs suck too. And I'm like, that's where you're wrong, man. The LSD songs are when it gets good. So true, so true. The Beatles are better than Joan Jett. Joan Jett has, what, 3 songs? This is a known unknown situation, okay? She has I Love Rock and Roll, and the irony is I hate that song. She has Bad Reputation, which is a good song. I'll accept that. And then what else? I don't know. Hey, Imposter Kun, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Sorry, I'm a nice guy. Lots of smart people love to listen to Joan Jett's music, I imagine. It's my own loss that I can't appreciate Joan Jett as much as I should and think that, you know, as long as we're talking about... Well, like, here's the thing. Like, I wanted to give Justin a lot of credit for being based and respecting women in rock, but then he put Fleetwood Mac in, like, the somewhat tolerable tier and said that it's Vietnam music, which doesn't even line up historically speaking. Like, they're not even, well, I mean, they're adjacent to each other's era, but like, look, you get the idea. Okay, look. A salad is fine here. We do want to buff our dog. That's one way to do that. I think I'll freeze you. Lights will guide you home, and I will try to freeze you. I did not live. Hold on, this is a heavyweight bout. I was just surprised. I was also laughing, like, I didn't get to stay for the whole tier list, but I was laughing at, like, Apollo's reaction to Neutral Milk Hotel. He said, oh, great, this is one of those bands that instead of learning to play their instruments, just cranks up the distortion. I was like, I've never heard anybody's first impression of Neutral Milk Hotel be like, oh, another one of these noise bands. I imagine like his head exploded when they got to My Bloody Valentine, which is one letter later in the alphabet, and thus like, you know, probably like 45 minutes later in the tier list. Okay, hold on. We're looking for dogs in all the right places. You know what? I mean, you're just good enough. Let's be honest. You're good enough to party. And if we're gonna keep you around for one round, let's keep you around for one round. Somehow we're on a flawless lilt right now. M is before N. Wait a minute, that's a good point. I hadn't considered that. In light of recent evidence, I'd like to acknowledge that my joke doesn't really make sense. But also, Neutral Milk Hotel definitely came on the list before My Bloody Valentine for some reason. Maybe they thought it was New York Bloody Valentine. If I'm being realistic, you're providing us with nothing. You're like not a good buy sell, so I sleep. You're just a lovely unit. You don't really have a good reason to exist anymore. But I can still do this. That's still. I'd really like to get a level 2 dog. I feel like this could be where we start to slip. I'm hoping that's not the case. But, okay, now we go up against a lot of pack 1s, okay? With pack 1, you want to make sure you're shooting the front unit. Because they usually put like a crappy scaler in the back that does nothing. On pack 3, you want to put... On pack 3, you want to be looking for... Oh, what the heck? A back snipe, so you can kill a vulture or a lionfish. It doesn't matter. We're the best to ever do it. Where was Steely Dan rated? Oh, weekly only goes up against weekly. You're absolutely right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Proof that you can be flawed and still be flawless. Friends with no held food get 1-1. I mean, it definitely is pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I believe that he put Steely Dan into the somewhat tolerable tier. Which, it might surprise you. I'm not actually, like, offended by that. Give me a little taste of this real quick. I think if you don't listen to Steely Dan and you just, like, hear one song, you'd be like, this is tolerable. It takes you know, I mean, part of it comes with age. You can't really, many people are saying you can't really appreciate Steely Dan until you have a child of your own. But, like, on a tier list where you don't know the band, it's not like you're going to listen to 8.5 Minutes of Asia, right? You're just going to listen to, like, Reelin' in the Years and be like, I know this song, I've heard it on the radio. I think it's like a B-. We must buff the dog. Must buff dogs. Diane Lane. Can somebody tell me who plays the male lead in Must Love Dogs? I'm going to say, I don't know, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm going to say that's the guy who was the male lead from My Big Fat Greek Wedding. He also played Aiden on Sex and the City. Hey, Bixby. Oh. Apparently it's John Cusack. Not John Corbett. My mistake. My mistake. I'm going to sell you. You don't do it for me. And you know what? I'm going to sell you. And then, would you watch this? This dog's going off, man. And then we get a little double sell. Cost us 1 gold. What do you mean you love the Bixby bit? It's not a bit. This is who I am. You want to see something cool? Buy me. Freeze me. This is not smart. What I'm doing here is not intelligent. Freeze me. Buy me. Okay, now we can get basically we're getting a 3-7 skunk next turn. Don't let your dreams be dreams. We're still popping. Still popping. The dog can do it, man. I got full confidence. Oh, come on. Someone's an anteater. Yeah, okay. You believe that? I got a freaking bridge to sell you. Whatever. The dog still did it. Both of them were in Serendipity. Is that true? In Serendipity, I only remember... obviously, that's a Kate Beckinsale, John Cusack joint, but I remember Jeremy Piven as well. That's all I recall. We're on like a flawless bend here. Are you seeing this? This is kind of incredible. Kind of like the best to ever do it. Kind of the craziest thing I've ever seen. Dude, let's try to flawless with a little force squad, you know, just to style on him a little bit. You're just mad because I'm styling on you. I do not like being weakened. It disappoints me. But don't. After okay, we drew once. Whatever. We ruined our flawless, but you know what? I've like flawlessed so much in my life that it doesn't even feel like it's ruined. It just feels like whatever. Like, to have the chance at greatness was worth more to me. Rick more to me. Yeah, take a little slice of this. Hey, Saitinu. Saitinu. Thanks for the gifted subscription. Thank you. Rick and Mortimer. If I said my heart was beating loud, this is a real question, by the way, not a meme or like a song lyric or whatever. If we could escape the crowd somehow, if I said your body was cool, would you hold it against me? Many people are asking this. By the way, 10 wins. It's Britney, bitch. 9%, a quick little 11x. The first weekly of the week, we already got like a pseudo flawless. Now, don't let that be a bull trap for you. Mr. World Extra Wide, great name. Thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Hold on, I just gotta let Tomo out. Here you go, Tomo. Here you go. Hello. I'm chilling. Early dog, yeah, you're right. You know what? That wasn't really my talent at all. We just got a dog on round 3, and we're smart enough to not throw it away for nothing. Now, a bird, I don't love it, but I'll take it. Something with 2 HP. Something with 4 HP, and a little ladybug for the future. You know, Justin, hold on. You be a silly beaver. Justin also thought that a song that was not by Crazy Town was by Crazy Town. Can I get a reminder of this? It was 4 days ago, and to, you know, be a little easy on me. It was not Axel F, though that would have been sick. He was like, isn't this song by Crazy Town? And everybody was like, no, what the hell are you talking about? Now, we'd rather the bird did not buff the cockroach. Someone will remember, and they'll tell me, and it'll all come together. Was it a Sugar Ray song? No, it was not a Sugar Ray song. He thought Maroon 5 made Butterfly. Yes. He thought Maroon 5 sang, come, my lady, come, my lady, you're my butterfly, sugar, baby. That was so good, dude. Oh, man. I mean, I'm a huge believer in literally like freezing the whole shop here. Butterfly slaps? You're gonna have to wait for the whole sentence before you get mad, okay? Butterfly is such a bad song that it's actually good because at least it's art. Like, it's not like Tal Bachman's She's So High. That's a better song, but it's like so pH neutral that it's completely unremarkable. You're just like, oh, I remember this. Crazy Town's Butterfly is such a bad song, but in such like a unique late 90s, early 2000s way that you're like, you know what? It serves as, it means something that it exists. And many people are saying this. Well, none of y'all really benefit from a croissant. Although, no, this is the opposite of what's good here. You could buff a bird, but we're not going to buff a bird. I'm just trying to think of this, okay? I feel like you could sell a cockroach, purchase an owl, and just leave it there for a minute. That's something I feel like you could do. I'm not in love with the team, but have you noticed, like, we have not lost a single round today? You sold the cricket? That's what I meant. Whatever. Cricket, cockroach, green jacket, gold jacket. Yeah, isn't a cricket just like a cockroach anyway? In some ways, they're like a similar animal. I would never say that they're the same, because that's ridiculous. But I do feel like they're a little similar. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm waiting for next round. And honestly, if the birds... I don't know if the birds are sticking, but if the birds are sticking, go ahead and take a croissant. Buff the ladybug. I think we're waiting for our next shop to see where we're going. This is the same guy who said there's only 4 birds. I obviously didn't mean there's only 4 actual birds. What I meant, and honestly, a lot of people agree with me, there's our first loss, is that there's only 4 kinds of birds. Obviously, here's the thing. You think you're so smart. Oh, there's like 10,000 species of birds. Okay, whoa, why stop at species? Some birds have subspecies. Some individuals within the same subspecies have different haircuts. All of a sudden, we're like, oh, there's infinity birds, okay? It all depends on, and I've raised my voice. I'm going to chill out a little bit. It depends. Every individual creature on this earth is different. You just have to choose where you're going to put your level of abstraction to serve you. If I was an ornithologist, I would be looking at individual birds. I'm literally just a guy. So as far as I'm concerned, you could even take it into 2 birds. Birds that are dangerous to me and birds that are not dangerous to me. If I'm walking outside and there's like a finch, I'm like, that's a bird that's not dangerous to me. Look at that cute bird. If I'm walking outside and a goose is crossing the path, I'm like, everybody chill out. If you get too close to this bird, especially right now because they have their fledglings, they're going to get a little territorial. So just back it off a little bit. That's a bird that's a little dangerous to me potentially. I don't think we care for a cockroach. We got to figure out what the heck we're doing here. Ability does 2 more damage. What were your 4 types of birds? I believe it was long beak, long legs, long wings, and something else. So long beak is like, you know, toucans, cockatiels. I think the last one was like hummingbirds. Long legs is flamingos, cranes, herons. Long wings is like albatross. Oh yeah, like pelicans and storks and stuff like that. Animals that carry babies. No, there were more because I remember there's birds of prey, like you know, all eagles, hawks, and falcons are in the same category. Pigeons, I don't know. That's just bird. That's default bird. Literally, like you are coming to this, and I think that I'm not trying to raise my voice, but I think you're doing this from a bad faith position. You're telling me actually birds are different. Yes, I know that, but who cares? That's the bit that I'm trying to articulate here, and maybe generate some laughter simultaneously. Okay, a pigeon is different than a seagull. Here's your award for Ornithologist of the Year. It doesn't matter. What does it matter to me? Unless I'm on Jeopardy and the question is like, what bird is this? For my everyday life, all I need to know is that it's a bird. Instead of putting that information in my brain, I choose to focus on things like when I approach a 4-way stop, who has the right of way? And then 5 seconds later, it doesn't matter because whoever's driving the white BMW SUV just says it's my turn to go no matter what. But it's the principle of the thing, okay? You think apathy's funny? You know what? I do, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. It's a quote from my favorite movie, The Joker. In many ways, I think the character... If you want to understand my personality, I think you have to see The Joker. Starring Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but I feel like a seagull's kind of nutty. You can get kind of funny with it. This is exactly what I wanted to see, actually. And then I'm like, you know what? You can sell this son of a gun and just maybe put garlic on a dang yak or something like that straight out the darn gate. It doesn't seem that bad. This seems kind of acceptable. I don't know if it seems that good, but it's kind of something. I do love the Unidan copy pasta. Reddit memes older than the internet. I don't summon any units, Mr. Aardvark. I gotta think, okay? Because this is like, it's a bit of a complicated squad. If you're not gonna level up, then like your ass is gone. Okay, well, you know. If you are gonna level up, then straight up, you should actually go. You should come here to get free garlic. Then we'll level you anyway on this turn. We don't really want a whale to eat anything, I would say. I would say this is, well, but you are a 3/8. I don't know. There's like, I don't really understand what I'm doing with this, but I'm like, what if you just had like a whale eat the seagull? And then we bought a food to make our ladybug stronger. I'm not going to tell you that this isn't weird. You probably should not be too excited that your strongest unit is a bluebird, but here we are. I guess it is only turn 6. I was kind of talking for a while. I don't know what we're going to do with the whale. Basically, we're just waiting for a deer to show up. It's bad. That was like an 8-for-1 trade. But you got a dog, you got a giraffe. Don't cry about it. That's just how that's going to go. If you don't have a dog, you go up against dog, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble, okay? Now, I have to tell you, I don't think the yak was the smartest play in our lives, but we have to find something to justify going a little deeper on this. I don't think we need a croissant. I love, okay, I like a lot about what I'm about to see, okay? Because you give free garlic, I would say we sell the yak, buy the whale, get the inherited garlic. Then, who cares if an anteater has garlic? Literally nobody. It's only going to generate 1 ant off the first hit no matter what. So I'm not going to sweat that. We're not going to buff you with this. We got to give somebody something. Maybe we'll buff you with this. We don't really... Oh, we do care about you. I don't really want to buff you because I think you're not long for this world anyway. You're gonna die. Like, we need a green pepper in order to keep you alive anyway. You should just take the buff here. Okay, this... You don't need this. You need this. Yeah, okay, this makes sense. The order doesn't matter. The whale's trigger... The order doesn't matter. The whale's trigger happens at the start of battle. So there's never going to be space for 2 anteaters. I'm lowering my voice slightly. Because I don't want you to get the impression that I'm upset. Because I'm not upset. I'm happy. We're not getting through this Aardvark, man. It's the strongest Aardvark I've ever seen. And we're on lethal. Okay. That's just a soul read. I'm not going to cry about a soul read. How about one of these? Everybody has food. Roll me. Sell me. I don't know about this one. Kind of feel like this probably is not going to do what we need it to do. But we do. At least they don't have an Aardvark. That was what I was mostly concerned about. They do have an anteater, but so do I, in many ways. Can we kill this yak? What the heck? Why they got a pineapple on their skunk, man? Dude, what the heck? This team is amazing. This crew is shit. It's not shit. We got 5 wins. It's not that bad. You gotta lower your standards or we're in for a world of hurt, man. How does a poodle work again? Each tier. 1, 1, 4, 4, 4. We got a full house. That's not gonna work for me. Now, a 5/5 ladybug is not good enough anymore. It has to go. You don't have to add a hawk. But it is better than what we got going on. We need like a shark, man. Is there even a shark in this pack? There is a shark in this pack at tier 5. I think you gotta at least take a look. You know, it's kind of funny at least. Shark me? No shark, but a lion. Lion is only a 6'9" here, though. I know what you're going to say. The first thing you're going to say is nice. And that's pretty true. I'm actually going to give you a cookie. I mean, I think we're dead. I think this is a 5 or 6 win. I don't think we can do much more than that. You're right. It's a 9-9, not a 6-9. My mistake. My mistake. The camel surely is not what I wish to see at the front of house here, but... There's no but. I think it's just going to be a bad situation. Or wait, hold on. It's all coming around. Please buff the crocodile. Oh, that wasn't enough. And we lost. But okay, we tried, we tried. 5 wins. Okay. A completely middling game. Just a simple 10x on your points. Which is, like, I'm so crazy 10x is just, like, normal to me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I could care less about these, though. Dude, these cookies are gonna... If we get a ladybug and a cookie on our cockroach, it's over. How about a soothing tea bag? We're dead. That's just a strong first round. A ladybug? Now watch this. Roll once, because we could get another ladybug. We didn't? Okay, well, a fish? A fish? Fish? Who? It's still a strong team. I mean, a 4-7 right off the bat, there's nothing you could do about that. I don't know any memes that come from... well, let me rephrase. I don't know where the memes come from, but one of my favorite memes is rappers on radio show reaction gifs. Drake? Who? Guy smashing the table? How Sway? That How Sway is a classic. Who gonna be my Medici family? Morbius? Who? Dude, every day this week, Morbin has trended. At least on my Twitter. That movie's got a hell of a long tail. I saw a clip someone posted on Twitter of, what's that guy's name? He's in, he was Doctor Who. He's the bad guy from Morbius, which I've not seen yet. But he's dancing with his shirt off. Matt Smith, that's it. And the song is going... I poop my pants, I had sex. I poop my pants, I poop my pants, I had sex. I watched that clip like 5 times. And then I don't even know what was going on. Like in the comments, everybody was like, this dude's Morbin right now. I'm like, damn, dude. That's an unedited part of the movie? I gotta see this, dude. I try to see all the Marvel stuff. You know, I just want to stay abreast of the situation. You never know when if Morbius is going to show up through like a portal or something like that. You know, he'll be like on your left. Hey, watch out, Cap. I'm Morbin here on your left. And you'd be like, what? Who's that? That's Morbius, dude. Don't sweat it. He's just pooping his pants and having sex. I haven't seen it yet, though. I've been enjoying the Morbius memes, though. Like, did you see the one that was like, one has to go? And it was like a grid, and it was food, water, oxygen, Morbius. All the replies were like, sorry, water. You had your chance, though. I didn't freeze the cockroach! That was the whole point of being here! I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just, you know, I mean, like, I'm pretty much just going like, hey, 1 ladybug. Impermanent benefits for 1 ladybug? Oh my god, the math. The math did not work out. The math worked out beautifully. You know what would be freaking sick is if, you can't run a hedgehog here, man. You can't. But you could, like, because we have nothing else going for us at all. You could run 2 dromedaries. I do not recommend this. Like, you know what? You get 1 or 2. Give the 2 leftmost sharp pets 1/1. Dromedary got changed. It was too strong. They must have watched my videos. Okay, I'm going to give you one of those. It's a Bacta build. It's kind of a Bacta build. It's, I mean, like, things are bad right now. But just give it, like, just give it 4 HP and we'll see. Okay, hold on. Dead ass. Give me a yak. Put the other yak on ice. Now, a deer would be nice, but I think you honestly just go giraffe on the yak, and we get this yak popping. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit like, I came into this stream with like a lot of energy today. I think it's because on my Peloton ride this morning, the instructor played the explicit version of, My Neck, My Back, My Etc., and My Etc. I don't know if you're familiar with this song. So I'm like, I'm cruising right now. My redacted and my redacted. I'm thinking about what to do. You take one of these. That's a given. Look, okay, let's be honest with one another. We have to live. If we have to live, we got to give you one of those. We got to give you one of these. We got to roll once. And then, honestly, we're like kind of chilling. Not like a lot, but like a little. Maybe I'm like a hater or whatever. It would be nice to not be mathematically destroyed by every single team by 1 integer every time. Look, we made it. We made it work. 3 wins. When people, we had a lot of haters earlier, and they were saying things like 3 crews looking good. I was like, you don't even know what you're talking about. 3 crews about to get smoked. Turns out maybe the 3 crew is looking pretty good. Now, why, Giraffe is taking a little bit of cheddar cheese here, mostly to give a little buff to the ladybug. I don't know how I feel. I feel bad. I feel asleep. This man are sick. We're gonna lose. Okay, so that's what? That's 3? 3 wins? That hurts. That's just a quick 20x for the 23 people that bet on that. So close. Dude, just give me, yes, this is good. This is fine. This is great. Let's get you out here anyway. I think we lose round 1, and then we go flawless from that point onwards. How about the sandwiched mushrooms, man? What do you think is... Oh, yeah, start the prediction. What do you think is the best mushroom on the planet? I'll start. I'm going to say... For me, it's close. Lobster mushroom, oyster mushroom. Both delicious. Now, easy question. What's the worst mushroom on the planet? Enoki mushroom. The one that is not a mushroom, it's a clump of mushrooms that all have little tiny heads coming out of the top of them. It's like eating a fungi rope. I do not like the enoki mushroom. I'm not sure if I've made that clear yet. Okay, sure, the death cap mushroom. That is, I mean, okay, when I raised my voice, what I meant to say was... That's a good point. I didn't consider the death cap mushroom that can cause lethality in those who choose to ingest it. Which is their choice. It's not for me to judge. As a streamer, I wouldn't want to punched down by suggesting anybody who willfully imbibes poisonous mushroom is making a mistake in their life, because that's, you know, glass houses. It tastes fire. If there was a food that tasted as good as KFC gravy, but it killed you when you ate it, would you eat it? No? Then why do you eat KFC gravy? You ever think about that? Hold on. That's only on buy shop food. Okay. KFC gravy is bad? Honestly, KFC gravy is amazing. That's incorrect. What you've just said is false. I'm thinking. You should take this. It's gotten worse. Now, that's something that I could honestly believe, because I only eat at KFC. I would like to eat at KFC more. I'm not trying to sound superior. But I only eat at KFC maybe once every 4 years. And then, like, the worst part is, every time I go, which is usually at, like, a mall, they're always out of something. I remember it was like 8 years ago, Kate and I went to the mall. She was like, oh, I really want KFC. I'm craving that coleslaw. We ordered, and then they were like, after we paid, they were like, oh, we're out of coleslaw, so we gave you, like, mac and cheese instead. And I'm like, what the hell? And then when we went to, I can't remember if it was Metrotown or the Lougheed Town Center, I was like, I'm really craving that gravy. They were like, we're out of gravy. And I'm like, what the hell? You only sell, like, 3 things. Your grocery list is just chicken, potatoes, gravy. You forgot the gravy? You got to make a list, man. It should not be allowed. That should be like a colossal failure. That's like going to the bank and they ran out of money. Like, how is that supposed to work? Okay, you know what? The ladybug has done good for us. I'm going to give you one of these. I would prefer to not run a 4 squad, but I'm just going to level with you. I'm not going to add you to the team. I'd rather buy 2 cookies. I'd rather buy 2 cookies and freaking go off on the 3 squad here. Nothing's killing my 18-15 on turn 4. Except for an equally strong ladybug. Just kidding. It's like going to McDonald's. They're out of the Szechuan sauce. Okay, what do you think about a salamander? I think it's a little late. What do you think about a donkey? I feel like a donkey, there's some respectability here. KFC shares just dropped by 30%. Your thoughts? Honestly, that seems to be a great hedge against the overall market. I mean, the NASDAQ's down 30%. They should just add KFC to the NASDAQ. Also, I don't believe you. Yum Brands is probably like a dividend aristocrat. It has consistent cash flow and it's recession proof. Come on. I'd have to look at the 10Ks, but I'd be surprised. Let me think here for a second. We add a donkey. I just think it can be fun. Well, what I'm thinking right now is that, like, every animal in the pack appears to be shit right now. So maybe buying shit animals is better than just rolling and getting nothing. Was this good? No, there's no way we can win this. KFC got rid of wedges. Always wonder, like, how does that happen? Like, it's made of this, they're all made of potatoes. How can you be like, we're not making wedges anymore? Do you need, like, a special hopper to put the wedges in the deep fryer? I don't understand. KFC new fries are not good? That's the, dude! Like, when I was a kid, I never really got into the KFC fried chicken. I was into the novel products that they made, okay? You know, the gravy, the popcorn chicken, the Big Crunch combo. I never had a famous bowl. I was kind of out of the game by that point. But the fries, the gravy, they were always delicious. Every time you went to KFC, you were at least like, even if the chicken's kind of cold, I'm getting the fries and they're delicious. You can't screw up the fries. That's like when Tim Hortons screwed up the coffee, man. You got to at least maintain your competitive advantage. That's like Schlitz changing the recipe to reduce the barley over time. You know what I'm talking about? Salami sliced shrinkflation. You know what I'm... any Schlitz fans in the audience? Okay. Weirdly enough, I'm going to give you some garlic for right now. I'm going to give you some honey for right now because like Albert Finney said in Big Fish, this isn't how I go, okay? I don't know how to feel about this one right now. I feel like this could be Draw City. I feel like this could be Lost City. I feel like this is absolutely a loss. No question. Never watched Big Fish. Is it a good movie? It's Tim Burton's best movie, unless maybe you're Batman pilled. And it has a shockingly low Tim Burton coefficient. Okay, I get Beetlejuice is also pretty fun. Don't get me wrong. Ed Wood is actually amazing. Very good point. Nightmare Before Christmas? Sure, Nightmare Before Christmas is cool too. Okay, Edward said, okay, look, I'm realizing Tim Burton actually has a lot of good movies. He just hasn't made really a good one since Big Fish. But Big Fish is really good. It does have Helena Bonham Carter in it. It does not have Johnny Depp in it, okay? Big Fish is really good. And it has an absolutely crushing third act, rivaled only by the likes of La La Land. Now, we're going to level this bear. And I don't know how I feel about it, but that's where we're at. I mean, you're a 4-8, but you know what? Just let it ride. I think a hawk can function. You're going to give honey like 2 back. I think this is fine. A Fish Called Wanda? That's not a Tim Burton movie, is it? That's got to be like a Terry Gilliam joint or something. I don't believe you. I believe you've come onto the internet just to spread lies for some reason. Fish Called Wanda is a great movie, though. There's no doubt about that. Now, let's think about this. Let's think about this. What are we doing? The cockroach no longer has to be here. I feel like Toad plus Bear kind of makes sense because the bees are hitting units and overriding their honey with weakness, maybe, if they don't die. It seems like there could be something to that. Honestly, I kind of like what the donkey's been doing for us. If anything, you know, I almost think we're in like a little bit of food territory here. I'd rather you didn't get sniped by a mosquito. I need to buy some foods. Let's buy some salad. We can talk about it. What do you think? Anybody need some garlic? Are you doing okay? Maybe you need some garlic rather than a croissant? Well, I've rolled past it, so never mind. I'm still happy with the way it worked out, at least. Level 2 Toad would go even harder now, too. Okay, what the heck is going on? Wait, whoa. But when our unit dies, it's going to move their aardvark to the front, so their aardvark is not going to get the benefit. There he goes! Their aardvark is not going to get the benefit of everything that he previously would have gotten the benefit of. Sorry, I turned Banksy for a second there. I want everybody to focus on the betterment of getting me to Letterman. What are we doing here? Let me think. Let me take a sip. You know we're going Toad. Are we dumping Hawk? I kind of like what the donkey had going on. Why am I talking like we have to combine, like buy and then combine? That's foolish. You know you're going Toad. Holy cow, it's the lioness. But to be honest with you, I don't think we have the HP necessary to pursue a lioness build, so I'm rolling past it. And we're going, I mean, that is a saucy Toad. Sip on stream sub goal? You know what? That's a great idea. Sub goal to sip on the damn stream. Never thought about that. We can't beat this team. I'm watching like intently like I have any chance to defeat this squad. I could draw them though. Holy cow. Dude, I kind of got to feel like the Hawks got to go. And you put a shark on the team because we have so many bees. This just makes sense to me. Sell me. Sushimi. Got a black belt in karate. Add a shark to the squad. You already got honey. We'll move a toad up slightly. I understand the problem here. Should we maximize... Well, if everything works out, this is a dream come true. If the toad dies... No, weakness is so much more important than one extra honey. Don't get tunnel vision. You could get stuck in a moment that you can't get out of. Move their shark. No, donkey's incredible. Move their shark to the front. Now they got a dang shark at the front. What's it doing? Nothing. It's not doing anything. It freaking stinks, dude. Get smacked. Get smacked. Look at this. It's incredible. The donkey's unbelievable. Sorry, I got toxic just for a second. Okay, so this is anti-snipe technology. Honestly, I feel like this is just buy instead of having a croissant technology, and that seems to make a lot of sense to me. Now, you could sell something, and you could place an anteater, but honestly, I'm kind of digging the squad that we got, quite frankly. Wait, no, green pepper's not going to work. Well, no, it's not going to work. It's going to get overridden. Oh, well, no, it didn't get overridden by honey, but most of the time it probably will. Nice shark, you piece. Okay. Can we do this? I'm going to go ahead and say no. Scott, how about no? That team's still better than us. Still better than us. One HP, 6 wins. You know what? Take some food, it buffs the ladybug. Take some food, it buffs the ladybug. Take some food, it buffs the ladybug. We're giving it a chance. What's going on with this scorpion? The scorpion has had its death touch overridden. This is not a drill. It is now a 10-8. It now has no honey. Wait, can we beat this team? The team is too strong for us, Traveler. They're way too strong. Okay, it was still fun, though. It was still fun. 6 wins? Okay. That's right on the peak of the Gaussian distribution for us. Fun team, though. Dude, honestly, I'm seeing like the bear has a chance. I used to think the bear was terrible, but now I can see it's nuts. We don't need the freeze honey here. How about a skilled bone? How about a round 1 loss? How about a little gambling? The gambling is happening as we speak. How about one of these? Roll me. How about one of these? And you know what? How about one of these? Bear is terrible. Don't believe the hype. Well, like, all I've learned from this weekly so far is nothing. Because all I've learned is that dog is still good. That's not vital information. Dude, I think you do commit to like a cookie just to keep you in the power curve right now. We got nothing that's keeping us on the level. Go ahead and take some food. We still got nothing that's keeping us on the level. It's very simple. If we don't get the level, we just commit to greatness. Ride the ladybugs as long as you can. Would you like a cookie? Who said you could eat my cookie? You put I don't have to put my cookie down unlike you. Now, here's the thing. A salamander is like kind of incredible with it. But how many start of battle effects do we have on the team? There's like none. Well, there's one in pack 1. Pack 2, 1, 2, 3. Pack or tier 3. None. Tier 4. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. I'm kind of skeptical that we're going to be able to make it work. I don't think the salamander can get there. I think we got to roll. Though it pains me, I think we got to roll. Honestly, combine ducks, roll a spider, just because a spider is like half decent at least, and then we can facilitate another buff there. We can win this. We can tie this. We could tie this. Please, I need something more. You guys ever watch the Sesame Street app sing-along songs for long enough that you end up traveling back in time to when Ruben Studdard was on the show? Just me? Okay, we'll save that bit. Some of you aren't ready for that bit yet. Okay. I think you just like a toad. A toad is good enough, especially with some honey and some spawns. How about some of this? 2 spiders does give us some level up potential. Take some support for now. I think you should freeze garlic as well, though. Elmo's got the moves. I'm not ashamed to admit I played Elmo's got the moves today. I scrolled past Ed Sheeran's I Live in 2 Different Worlds. Any Sesame Street fans in the audience? No? You guys are missing out, honestly. It's a pretty good show. Not really? It's a pretty good show. Shed Erin? Now that's a name. That audience is low. That's true. Many of the dads are sterilizing bottles right now. I understand. I'm so cold. Here's the thing. I was telling Kate that I was getting cyberbullied because I was singing Elmo's Got the Moves on stream. And then people were like, I listened to the song. It's not that good. And I'm like, well, yeah, why don't you try it after you've watched 50 hours of Sesame Street a month for the last year? And I'm telling you, it hits different. When you're starving for a single hook, when they come in with Elmo's Got the Moves, you're like, this is the greatest song I've ever heard in my entire life. Elmo Slide, that's pretty, I mean, it's like a 1 out of 10 song, but on Sesame, and here's the thing, it's a 1 out of 10 song if you were not watching Sesame Street. If you're watching Sesame Street, you're like, that's like an 8 out of 10. And then, if you're, all other shows are worse than Sesame Street. The Coco Melon songs, I will not let my daughter add the Coco Melon into her media diet. Because every Coco Melon song is like, my baby, I have carrots, baby, baby, open up and eat. No, mama, I won't eat the carrots. No, mama, I won't eat. And they're all 10.5 minutes long. And it's all this, it's just corn, carrots, cucumber, meat, just over a tomato sauce. It's just that over and over and over again. I think it's actually like a shadow organization attempting to dumb down our youth. At least Sesame Street, you can tell, like, the people who work on Sesame Street, they have, like, they have musical theater experience. There's choreography. There's, like, some musicianship to it, and they're trying to teach a lesson. But Coco Melon is literally just, like, it's just sugar right into your veins, man. Anyway, sorry. I know I said the word wrong. It's because I've seen Coco Melon. How about you take one of these? I'm kind of digging the honey, honestly. Why don't you take this, and then why don't you take a little bit of that and call me in the morning, or don't. It's your choice. Sesame Street, a little cerebral. Honestly, there's some episode, and I say this with love, because I would never, like, try to create a situation where there was, like, some divisiveness in chat. There's some episodes of Sesame Street that, honestly, like, chat, you could probably benefit from, quite frankly. Like, for example, there's one where, Elmo goes to order a smoothie from Hooper's store, and then when he walks in, he's like, hey, Chris, I'll take a mango smoothie, and then Chris says, sure, Elmo, we're a little busy today, you're number 7, and then he throws a temper tantrum. And I'm like, I see adults do that all the time. I was in line for something, I'll just tell you, I was in line for the Aqua Bus yesterday, okay? It's a little ferry that goes around Vancouver. You can go downtown. You can go to Science World. You can go to Granville Island. You can go all around the downtown area, right? I was in line for the Aqua Bus. There was a lot of people, okay? It's a long weekend. The dudes behind me just started going like, I talked to the guy at the front, and he said this is business as usual. Well, if this is business as usual, then we got a real problem here. Like, they need some new... You don't know shit about the Aqua Bus, dumbass. You just bought a ticket. You're in line, and you're like, somebody's got to clean this organization up. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Just learn how to... You got a phone in your pocket. Just look at it for like 10 minutes, and then get on the bus that takes you where you want to go. It's not that crazy. Just... look, I'm lowering my voice again. I'm lowering my voice. Just don't understand. There's a group of people, many people would call them, men in their 40s and older, that as soon as they interface with a business, they don't take it as an opportunity to just enjoy the sunshine. They're like, somebody's got to restructure this place. We gotta cut some of the slack out of here. I see day, I'd pay you to clean, not to lean. Just chill out. The sun's out for the first time since October. It's a beautiful day. You're about to get on a ferry. My baby's here. She's cute. Just enjoy yourself 2022 challenge. Possible. Difficulty degree, possible. Okay, are we really doing this? Oh, well, here's the thing. We have a lot of, like, ass animals, so it kind of makes sense to me that this is a good time. Hold on. You're a 5-3-1-1-2. Holy cow. And you know what happened in my head there? We got a 5-3-1-1-2. Elmo's got the moves. Elmo's got the moves. Okay, sell me. Buy me. This team, this crew is good. This crew has some goodness, I think. Maybe. Does Elmo truly have the moves? Elmo kind of goes sicko mode at the end of the credits song for Sesame Street. Sure, I would say Elmo's got the moves. No. Not like this. Okay, never mind, you're dead. Like he orange justices. Go ahead. Go ahead. Delightful. 5-3-5-1-2. We could sell the shark and add a hawk for better buffs, but I think the shark is a pretty important part of our overall game plan here. I mean, at this point, I guess I'd rather have the spider have a chance to do double damage. Probably means more than the croissant when we get into the mix. Now, can I tell you something? Whether you say yes or no, I'm gonna. Nice crit, completely useless, but it is nice in many ways. I do feel like I'm gonna die here. I do feel like we should have the deer more often. Okay, the deer seems to be a very common element here. Look, I'm glad you have honey. I think you're so important to us, like you need to just live. And maybe you could take some honey instead and we'll accept that we got some buffs out of that. Starting to think he might not get to 10. Remember when I like flawlessed my first run here? What happened, man? Life has changed. Hey, I love it. We're pogging. It's over, man. Okay, great stuff. Apply some weakness. You got killed by a bee. You just got killed by a Daewoo Lanos. Do you like the Cookie Monster movie skits? Absolutely. Jurassic Cookie. I forget what the Avengers one is called. That one's pretty good, though. He's got some good ones. The Hunger Games Catching Cookie. The Hungry Games Catching Cookie. That's it. Oh, bad chest, bad chest. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, wah. You sound like you're trying to optimize the Aquabus after being in line for 2 minutes. Super Grover. Love Super Grover. Dude, honestly, there's some goated Sesame Street songs. I don't really like the Dave Matthews Band at all, but the Dave Matthews Grover song, it'll bring a tear to your eye. It seems like they designed their team better than me. Like a lot better than me. Oh, never mind. We draw. Oh, man. That was close. Yeah, buff me. Buff me. He is buffing me. We could sell... Dude, I mean... I do kind of feel like having a Stegosaurus out there would be pretty sick, but let's just hit the end turn button because it's less cognitive effort. I've been rendered weak. And yet, I'm reaping all the benefits. Let's go. Important, potentially. So you're giving us 1-1 every turn, but we're on lethal. I think you gotta say, like, we gotta move, because you're not buffing yourself either. I think we gotta focus on moving on from you. Unless we were gonna get a level 2 poodle, which you could never guarantee. And hold on, if you have 3 or more gold, give other... Okay, we can't make it work right now. So I'm gonna buy an Orca. We'll talk about a T-Rex in the future, but we also have the possibility of another Orca. Melon exists in this pack, okay. It's so odd how you go from hoping for a win to dreading a win. I love it, man. I think they did a great job on the Channel Points Casino. What the heck? We probably can't win this. But if we could... Hold on. We literally can't lose this. We could have drawn, but... That was a great option out of the Orca. And that being said, we're now going to pivot off of the Orca, and we're going to go yeah. And I think it's most important that we have like a melon, and we set up for maybe a level 2 T-Rex next turn, if possible. Tillicum. I needed a crit there. I needed a crit, please. I needed a crit. Dude, what the hell? This team's goated? We're amazing now? That's 7 wins? Dude, this gives us a tier 6. It could be a T-Rex. Oh! Now, that being said, we can't take it this turn, so it probably won't matter, but... It's very possible we just die in the process, but that was a great get. Please, crit, crit, crit! Oh! Pure skill. Oh, my green pepper. Pure ass. We can't do it, man. We're done. It's over. Oh! We were 1 HP away. Oh, well. It was still... That was what? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 7 wins. 14